During the time of the Buddha, there was a monk who upheld the precepts with great purity. He was careful in his daily conduct. He did not kill, steal, lie, or engage in sexual misconduct. His mind was sincere and his practice steadfast. One day, a hunter wanted to test him, so he deliberately set a trap and said, "You must choose one of three things to do: drink wine, take a life, or commit sexual misconduct. You have to do one, or I will kill you." The monk thought to himself, "Killing is a grave sin, and sexual misconduct is absolutely forbidden. Perhaps drinking a little wine is the lightest offense." So he chose to drink. But the moment the wine touched his lips, his mind became clouded and confused. His mindfulness and judgment disappeared. Drunk and deluded, he saw a woman, lust arose in his mind, and he committed sexual misconduct, breaking his monastic vow. When the woman's husband returned home, the monk panicked, afraid of being exposed, and in confusion struck and killed him. When he sobered up, he realized in horror that he had not only broken the precept against drinking, but also those against sexual misconduct and killing. He wept bitterly, filled with remorse, and later went before the Buddha to confess his wrongdoing. The Buddha compassionately said to him, "You see, the precept against drinking is the gateway to all other evils. When the mind becomes clouded, all wholesome qualities are lost." In the Buddha's teachings and monastic discipline, the final precept, abstaining from intoxicants, is not merely about alcohol. It is a reminder that anything which clouds the mind, destroys clarity, or dulls awareness must be avoided. Substances such as drugs, hallucinogens, or narcotics make the mind confused, weaken self-control, and lead to unwholesome actions and suffering. The Buddha taught that these things distance the mind from wisdom and concentration, so both monastics and lay practitioners must firmly stay away from them. However, when speaking about wine, Buddhism often mentions the principle of the middle way. The middle way does not mean total rejection or indulgent enjoyment, but the practice of balance, maintaining mindfulness and wise restraint. In ancient China, wine was sometimes regarded as a form of medicine. If taken with mindful restraint and without losing clarity, it might be acceptable. But if one drinks excessively and loses awareness, then one has already strayed from the middle way, and it becomes a great obstacle to spiritual cultivation. Once the mind is intoxicated, it easily gives rise to greed, false speech, and careless behavior, bringing harm both to oneself and to others. The Buddha taught us to constantly reflect. Will this thought make my mind unclear? Will this sip cause me to lose my reason? If we can maintain this awareness and clarity in every moment, that itself is true practice. To protect a clear and mindful mind is to uphold the precepts. The true purpose of abstaining from alcohol is not suppression, but protection, protecting the mind from delusion. When our mind remains mindful, steady, and bright, that clarity itself is freedom and peace.